Hey, welcome to CNET's Cracking Open. We're here with the Amazon Echo Auto. These things are pretty rare to come by, but we got a hold of one because Bill hit the jackpot. And so what's the first thing we're gonna do with it? We're gonna break it open, of course, and see what's inside, see what we can learn from it. We sort of have our doubts about this device. We'll talk about that in a minute in terms of who it's for, but it is an interesting little device. There is some interesting technology in it. And so we're gonna take a look inside, see what we can learn like we always do. So Bill, why don't you take a look and see what we can find out about this device?
Yeah, so unfortunately, we think this is probably gonna be pretty easy cracking over. Well, I should say fortunately.
No Dremels.
No Dremel today. I don't have to cut this thing apart.
The audience loves it when you have to pull out the Dremel and bust things open.
That's right. So, but I think we can just pop this apart. There's a very small seam along the sides here. And so I think the bottom is just going to, the top will just separate and we'll be able to see the guts inside of it. So I'll go ahead and see if we can't do that now without damaging this thing.
You know, so the idea of this device is to take your Amazon Alexa, your Echo, like you have in your home, like many people have, and to put it in your car. So Bill, why would you want Alexa in your car? Because obviously you're not, cooking timers are like the most popular thing for this, right? Most people aren't cooking their car, I hope. What do you do with this thing?
You never know, maybe you can take your Instapot in the car.
Making a sandwich or something, I don't know.
I love my Echoes at home. They're really handy, whether it's kitchen timers, yes, or playing my radio stations that I listen to, whether it's playing music through Pandora, Spotify, Apple, or Amazon Music, whatever you want to do. It's really handy for that. Also for doing math problems, things like that. If I need to do a conversion from primarily when I'm cooking,
also
or
very
just
kitchen oriented,
very kitchen oriented,
or helping with homework,
So it's very handy for things like that. I do love my Echoes. Again, we were kind of chatting before this about you can already kind of do that with other digital assistants. So other devices like the two I actually have here while I'm taking a break while I'm taking this apart, an iPhone and Samsung's new Galaxy Note 10 Plus. They already have Google Voice Assistant, Google Assistant on it. They already have Siri. So you're already kind of talking to those devices. So for me, when I was testing this thing out, I actually found it to be a little bit of a barrier between those services, right?
Okay, so the challenge is if you already have an Android phone or an iPhone and you're plugging it in and you're already using Apple CarPlay or you're using Android Auto, then really you have a lot of the features that you're already gonna get in Echo Auto. So it's a little redundant. It does.
It'll integrate with it'll integrate with Pandora, it'll integrate with some of the other music services. Actually, I think 2019, when this was originally released, they talked about integrating with Apple Music as well. So it integrates with a lot of those services, so it's really handy. Apple Maps, things like that. But again,
you can already do that.
Yeah, so
it's not adding anything to what your current capabilities are. So that's a challenge. So perhaps it's more aimed at users who don't already have that. And maybe they don't connect their phone to their car, but they already have an Echo. They understand how to talk to Echo. And they'd like to have some of that integration in their car where they can say, use this to play to their playlist. Now, the thing is this will connect to it has only a couple ports. It has a micro USB port, and it has for power, and then it has the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack to plug into your car. One of the things that it might be used for is for somebody that doesn't have one of those more advanced systems. You can add this, you're already familiar with Echo, now you can do Spotify or Pandora or another music service, Amazon Music Service, or in the future, apparently Apple as well.
I mean, if I could just get Alexa right in my car, if it's already integrated, we saw that with other voice systems in cars. Ford had Sync.
Yep.
And so if this seems like a gap device
Okay.
to get us from here to there, right?
To a future state where
it's just
Amazon
built in.
has
Amazon,
partnerships,
Apple, Google, somebody
directly into the
However, they all have partnerships directly with the manufacturers to build this in. Now,
in the same way that Apple and Google do now with CarPlay
right.
and Android Auto.
Right.
So this is almost like before that happened, and there are a lot of cars out there, to be fair, on the road that don't have Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. And so this is a device that you could add to one of those that could give you some of that basic functionality as well. That said, you can also still just hook up your phone using the headphone jack.
Cable, Bluetooth, whatever.
You might have to use a dongle now because neither of these two devices has a headphone jack any longer. But also more of the phones that are out there still have headphone jacks. You could connect your phone to any of these cars, and really you already have some of that functionality without using Android Auto. To be fair to consumers out there, you don't have to get this to be able to get some of those same features.
Yeah. Now what's interesting is this is actually a lot more difficult to take apart than I thought.
Okay.
The clamshell design just sort of pops apart.
Yeah.
But there's something about right here. There appears to be screws or something maybe.
Bill often gets these devices apart and gets them back together. That's our goal most of the time, is to not only take these devices open and see what they look like inside, but also to put them back together when we're done, because we're also looking at things like repairability and the quality of the build and those kinds of things. So this one may not. Obviously things where we have a Dremel, those are things where we're not necessarily, like the Apple Pencil that we had to do at CES. We had to bring the Dremel out. Also the BB-8 Droid, that was a Dremel item. We had to use the Dremel to get that thing open. Those items obviously don't go back together. So there's a repairability lesson. If something isn't coming, don't force it, because that's a lot of times when it will crack. But look for something like this. If there are rubber feet, take those off, because you can always replace those pretty easily. Once we can get that out, then we can get underneath and take those screws out, and then it's likely to pop off. Because obviously, when they build these things, they have to have a way to get at them. So Bill, we talked about if someone already has Android Auto or Apple CarPlay or are already connecting their phone to their car, they may not need this device. They're not going to get a whole lot extra. But if they are interested, what's the price that they're going to pay for this thing? What's this?
This one's going to retail for $50.
Okay. This for $50 is a decent bargain. The wires are a little funky. In your testing, it does come with this little air vent mount. I really don't like air vent mounts, but they are handy. So you have to do that, and then you have to connect two things. You have to connect the power cable, the micro USB. You can connect this to your cigarette lighter if you don't have a USB.
This all comes with it.
Yeah, these are all in it. And then you have to connect from the audio to the audio jack in your car, the audio in. That said, it's a decent solution for $50. So tell us what you found on the inside here.
Yeah, so if we take a look at the circuit board that's in here, and it basically has in it what we expected, which is one circuit board here.
Yeah.
It's got a couple button contacts on the top part of it, one for the mute button basically, and the action button here.
And some holes for the mics.
Yeah, this thing has 8 mics on it, so it has holes for the mics on the front of it. That'll be these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's probably one underneath the metal shielding there. The application processor and Bluetooth chip are underneath this, as well as the DSP that it uses. There's no GPS built into this. There's no internet connection, right? There's no cellular chip, nothing like that. So it's basically using the bandwidth from your phone or to connect up to Amazon services in the cloud. And then that's just like, again, your Echo at home. That's where the processing is happening in Amazon services, and it's bringing the stuff down here. It's really interesting to kind of see that within this, package here, there's just one circuit board here. It's pretty cool. You have the button contacts on the front side, and you can see on the bottom, this is kind of interesting. Again, we have this white piece of plastic helps reflect the LEDs too. But you have this piece of metal here, and the way this would be mounted is kind of like that. So it serves to help as a little bit of a heat sink. Not these things are going to get super hot, but it also helps provide the magnetic connection here for the little vent mount, right? Yeah. So that's kind of neat. We get to see that. We also get to find out, like you said, while there's not a ton of chips to see inside this, right? Yeah. We're not going to find, like I said, there's no 6-axis gyroscope or anything like that. But it is really cool to see how it's put together and the chips that are in it. And luckily we didn't manage to, I didn't break it in the process of doing that. So
there it is. All right, well, thank you. This has been the cracking open of the Amazon Echo Auto. You can tell us what other devices you would like us to crack open in the comments. Leave us a note down there and hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss the next episode of Cracking Open. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.